And they kicked the point. Yeah. They had no one to kick it out. Yeah, we know that story, Gav.
Start of the second term. 5-2-32, 3-4-22. Great tap down by Symes in the middle for Holes Finder. Gets the quick kick. Inboard looking for Taru. Comes out and takes the mark. And that's direct footy. Bell Post Hill. And they've got a shot for goal from 35 out directly in front with Justin Taru. Kick one already this afternoon, and that took 16 seconds from the middle. So, great play from Bell Post Hill.
Remember, and they did do that in the first quarter too. This is for half of it, yeah.
Justin Tarr to take the margin back to 4 points. Comes in, right foot kick, looks pretty good off the boot. Oh, just goes away with the breeze and through for one behind in the end. So it's in a second quarter scoreboard. Steve McLeod kicks it in, looking for Oakley. Might not sit him though, because in front Fantella takes the mark for Bell Post Hill. He chips the ball. It's a good kick too to Page, who was left unattended, and he will shoot for goal from 40
to $100 a minute.
So Joel Page will come in. 40 out, 45 degree angle, southern end of the ground. Comes in, and he's missed it to the right-hand side as well. So through for one behind. They go to 3-6-24, Bell Post Hill.
Well, ask Kevin Kane will know.
Steve McLeod kicks in again, looking for Brent McLeod. Oakley comes up. Oh, good mark in front, Brent McLeod. Fantastic. Gives it away to Wallen by hand. He chips it towards Sean O'Neill. Had a very good first term, Sean O'Neill. Right in front of our commentary position. He wheels around, goes towards centre wing, looking for Oakley, who goes up. Good mark. Wheels it and gives it down to Menzies. He left it behind. And now the turnover. Barton, they might make him pay. Goes towards half forward. McLeod coming out. Joel Page. Atkinson next to him. McLeod comes out. Page does well. Wheels around. Got a high tackle as well. Goes one out. Tar up against Yo. Tar. Got the big fella. He's a mountain.
That's all he's going to do.
And he took the mark 30 out and come back around on the angle a little bit, Tari. 30 out, 45 degree angle. Shouldn't have any trouble, really. Don't mind the run-up, though. How's the run-up going?
Yeah, he's not bowling spin.
Playing 7-5 Geelong to 5-8 Swan.
Half time at Simmons Stadium, 7-5, 47, 5-8, 38 Sydney. So Geelong leading. Coming in, Justin Tarr, right foot kick. That's better. Through for his second of the afternoon, 2 goals, 1. His personal tally. And the fourth for Bell Post Hill, 4-6-30. They trail Thomson, 5-2-32. Buckley's in a touch. Back to the middle, Oakley. Symes, both get a hand to it. Comes back towards Brent McLeod. Oh, good play by Symes in the middle. The kick goes towards half forward. Popovsky uses his weight there, does well. Basely through the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, gives it away by hand to Fletcher. He rides the bump, gets a left foot kick towards Taru, comes out again and takes the mark. And Yo's not the effort there, I don't think, for Thomson. They might have to change that up because he is too big, Justin Tarr, for Chris Yo. And he will shoot for goal from 20 metres out directly in front.
He's just not strong enough, is he? He's
nearly going to put Sean O'Neill in.
Yeah, he's just too on the light side of him.
He's a big boy, Justin Tarr, and took a great one-handed mark and should finish it off with his third, and he does. Puts it through. So 3 to him, 3 to Forbes. They're having a shootout.
They're getting from it. Been around in football. We said before the game they didn't quite have that focal point. Gee, how far wrong was I?
Exactly.
Back in the middle, Symes with a thump down towards Moreland, coming off the wing. Warland at the back end of the centre square, threw it away in the end. Basically threw it to Fletcher, who takes the free kick, goes long towards Page again. Atkinson works himself under the ball. O'Donoghue comes back and helps out, gives it away to Sean O'Neill, back to O'Donoghue inside 50, tries to drill it along the ground, and the only man standing there was Chris Moreland for Bell Post Hill. So there's been a shift in the game. They're doing well here now, Bell Post Hill. Kick towards Tarr, but filling the hole is Jacker, who takes the mark for Thomson. Called to play on, he chips the ball towards Menzies. Front of Fantella takes the mark at half back. Goes with the right foot towards centre wing, towards Oakley. In front of Symes, takes the mark. So right on centre wing he goes, kicks it out wide looking for McLeod, takes the mark Jackson. Still in between wing and half forward. Just slipped over as he tried to get up. Loses the football, have to come back and pick it up, he does. So on wing, goes along the line towards half forward. Forbes gives him a lead. He goes in that direction. Off the side of the pack, Scott. Clark gives it back inboard. Bell post 2 with the numbers. Holes fine. Wants the clearing kick back towards Fletcher. Can't take it with him. Through the middle, Lima. Little left foot kick might be okay if it sits, but it doesn't. Thomson have got the numbers that they can pick it up. Jacker tried to give it away. Now Fletcher at the back of the pack. Goes out towards Morland in the middle. He takes the mark, and they're running now, Bell Post Hill. He's got Symes on his outboard, and O'Neill will have to come up and get him, which means Barton's free. If he can get around, he can't. O'Neill does well, gets the kick, coming out Page, coming back O'Donoghue. 2-on-1, Atkinson, sits for him okay, breaks a couple of tackles, shuffles the handball out. Douglas had it, lost it, got it back. Defensive 50, kicks it high and wide. Not very handsome, Symes and Oakley. Symes is there. Oakley puts the tackle on indiscriminately. Some may think it didn't matter. McLeod got the handball back. That was Brent McLeod. And the ball's still at half forward on the outer side. And the umpire has said play on. And still play on. Now he'll come in and ball it up. Left half forward, Bell Post Hill into attack. 5-6-36. They lead. Thomson 5-2-32. We've been playing 8 minutes in the second term. And a ball up. Barton will do some ruck work against O'Neill, and he gets it down. Brent McLeod rows it. Torpedo punt back to the middle. Menzies in front. Can't take the mark. Oakley off hands. Does well. Thought about the handball. Then the kick. Goes towards half forward. Wallen uses the body at the back. In fact, it was Forbes. Addy. He gets a handball away and does nicely. Got Lima in support. Chips the ball towards centre wing. Morland, who's starting to get some of the footy. On centre wing, takes the mark. Just slowing it down. He chips it over the top to Fletcher, who takes the mark uncontested. Goes towards half forward. Lima takes the mark. Thought about the short chip. Now he wants to go further towards Brad Martin, who's come down. And Grubby said that in the start of the game. Atkinson. Oh, he's under pressure now. He's got 2 against him. He dragged it in. He's balling up. Ball up. 35 out from the Bell Post Hill goal.
But I tell you what, if they're going to let them do that all day, then that's fine by me. But be consistent.
Ball up. Barton taps it down. Roved by Whitney. Goes towards goal through for 1 behind. They go to 5.
There now, is it? O'Neill decides he's going to come down the centre of the ground by the way he's looking. He hasn't got much there, but he goes there anyway. He's looking for Stephen McLeod. Put him under a whole heap of pressure. There's Bell Post Hill players everywhere as it comes out now. Oh, kick smothered. Beautiful football there by, I think it was Jacker. Gives it over towards Clark now. Clark tries to tap it on. He has to get a handball off. Sonny does to McLeod. Is it White? No, it's White. He gives it to Stephen McLeod, who left boots it straight down towards centre half forward. But there's nobody home for Thomson. And the Bell Post Hill defence come out with Urquhart now. Gets onto the right boot. It's smothered. Beautiful smother there by the Thomson boy. Vantello, I think it is, picks it up now. He looks over for Lewis. Lewis drops what he should have taken, and Jacker grabs the ball and runs out of bounds with it. And in comes the boundary umpire. Throws it in. Symes in ruck with Oakley. Oakley gives him a bit of a push out. It's all right. The umpire says that's fine. Nobody can get it out. It's booted out of the pack beautifully out here, out towards, I think that was Whitney. Whitney was good early, but no one can get it out. It comes out to Stephen McLeod on the left boot. He puts it up towards centre half forward, a good defence, but now White grabs the ball, gets onto the right boot, snaps it in towards the direction of Jackson McLeod, but the Bell Post Hill defence are there in numbers. Trying to get it out now. Out it comes. Comes out towards Baird, I think it was, or it might have been.
Baird.
It was Baird. Gets the ball out. Well, it's too far for me to say there, but it could be a holding the ball decision there, I reckon. Plenty of prior opportunity. Couldn't get onto the right boot, and he was tackled. And, I can't see that far. Jesus, that taking the free kick. It's
Wallen.
Matty Wallen. It is too. Matty Wallen. Probably too far out to score. He's a nice kick, but it'll take a good one from there. Looks like they've got all their options covered at the moment. So Warren, he's got a little chip kick in, a good run in, but it's been cut off there beautifully by the defence of Bell Post Hill. Oh, they went in hard there. As the Bell Post Hill defence, they're holding up, gets a high tackle. Play on's the call. Back in towards centre half back now. It could be Thomson in the van here. There's 3 of them there, but a ball bounces badly. And out come Bell Post Hill now. Who's that? That's Morland, I think it is. Takes a couple of bounces. He's going to get onto the left boot. He's looking for Page. Page nearly falls over. Atkinson runs under it though. Page can't pick it up. He does now. He goes for a little handball. Out it comes. Oh, Baird, I think it was, puts it into the goal square and Tar can't mark it. Comes back out, it's punched out now, a snap over the shoulder. A beautiful one by Basley, and he's put it right through the high little. And
Tell me something, Grumpy. What's going wrong?
I know. Back to the middle, Oak leap in the ruck. Baird roves the pack, goes towards half forward. Symes centre half forward, coming through the middle. O'Donoghue tried to tap it on towards Warland. Fletcher on him, left foot kick, only around the corner for Page for Bell Post Hill. He picks it up, handballs it back in towards Baird. He leaves it though for Fletcher. He goes with the right foot, in fact. In fact, it might have been Urquhart who goes towards half forward. Tapped out, numbers with Bell Post Hill. Symes had it, lost it, tried to get it away. Push, throw, said the umpire. And a free kick to Thomson.
A throw.
Defensive 50.
He punched it.
he punched it.
Yeah.
For me, I
I thought so too. O'Donoghue chips the ball. Brett McLeod has it. Right half back for Thomson, southern end of the ground. Got to get this man who's just back on the ground and a bit of play, I think, for Thomson. Grigg hasn't had much of it so far. Ball goes along the line. Steve McLeod played for a free kick, didn't get one. Numbers with Bell Post Hill. Lewis gets it back inboard. Fletcher kicks it back laterally. Lima takes the mark. In between half back and centre wing on the outer side.
It was a good move, but the fact that Grigg probably hasn't had a kick's probably hurt him a little bit.
He chips it over the top. Overall, from centre wing, goes towards half forward, punched away. McLeod comes at it, Fletcher's there as well. Clark goes with a right foot kick towards Forbes. Addy behind, takes the mark. Luke Forbes turns around and says, "Where's my free kick? It wasn't there."
Yeah, I don't think that one was there, actually. Oh, no, that was good play.
So Addy, defensive 50, goes in the middle. Greg goes up, can't take the mark. Page, Baird, Barton, lateral kicks okay. Coming off half-back, Urquhart. Symes was coming off the ground, might get a kick here if Fursling can get it to him. He handballs it in for Page. And he won't. Got him. Great chase down by Menzies. He's like a greyhound. Look at he's like a greyhound.
The back.
On the ball. Now Menzies gets it back. Goes along the line towards half forward. Forbes goes up. Can't take the mark. Addy punched away. And Cam Addy just telling the Whitley medalist all about it too. Boundary throwing left half forward. Bell Post Hill 6-7-43. Leading Thomson 5-2-32. And we've been playing 14, nearly 15 minutes in the second term. Boundary throw in. At the back of the ruck contest, Bell Post Hill, the numbers Hodgson through the middle. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. And we'll have a ball up.
Now, a big shift in the game here. They've given Symes a bit of a rest. This is where Grigg's got to really take over and dominate.
He's in the ruck contest. He gets it down, but it's roved by Sean Lewis. Gets it out the back of the pack towards Urquhart. Goes back to the middle. Hole's fine, did pretty nicely in the contest. Handball from Poposky to Tobin, goes long. Well, here comes the big fella again. He can't take the mark. Atkinson, he's under pressure, didn't keep his feet. Yo, Tar right next to him. Tar worried him out of it, the big fella. Handball by Scott to nobody in particular. Warland has to make up a bit of ground. Warland and Morland. They work at it. Warland, he loses the football on the tackle. Under pressure, Hole's fine. Comes back, handball to the big fella again. Off a step. Tar kicks the goal.
Oh, they reckon it was. I reckon the field umpire's going to tell the goal umpire it was touched.
Yeah, and look at the boundary umpire.
No, he's not. No, yes, he is.
Yes, he
Dave
is.
Chaston. Wow. Dave Chaston's the umpire.
So,
yeah, well, that's good. That's good because
stand over a little goal umpire.
Bell Post Hill, Thomson 5-2-32. Chairman, the umpire's in the middle of us here, Gav. Don't worry about it.
No, that's the way it's got to be done. That's a perfect decision.
Steve McLeod. Oh, Greg. That's all we need for Thomson.
In you come, Greggy.
Greg takes the mark at defensive 50. While Symes is off the ground, bit of an influence possibly. Goes to the middle of the ground looking for Mitchell, but they've worked their way back Bell Post Hill with numbers, and they've done very well. Little kick's okay. Baird got it away, but they leave it behind. Mitchell, handball back towards McKay. His handball outboard towards O'Donoghue. Rides a bump, goes towards half forward. Menzies, if it sits, he's away, the big fella. He goes now, he can run. He's at 50, and with the green boots, he goes with a right foot kick and misses.
Oh, he missed. He really needed that one. Bring the ball in now.
The runner's inside the 50.
Kicks it to him. So, runner's in. Yeah, God, no, come back behind your mark, son. I'll tell you what, you should never do that. I did that once, and I ran up the ground, and they said, where are you from? I said,
Kirby box.
I ran straight to the lower box. Don't worry about that. They're all trying to punch me in. But then again, there was only 8 of them. That's not enough lower blokes for me. But anyway, that's a bit of a bonus because Bellpost Hill now have the ball right at the 50-metre line in their defensive zone, puts it up towards their forward zone now, looking for Baseley. No one can take the mark. Well, it's come through here. Good handball. It was smothered. That was off. Baird, I think it was, but now Stephen McLeod shows a bit of toe, gets onto the right boot, puts it up towards Forbes, who was pushed out of the contest a mile too early. Umpire, come on, son. Unbelievable. Another high tackle to Jackson McLeod, but he gets the ball away. It comes out there towards McKay. McKay puts it up towards the 4 line, and it looks like Forbes, I think, is taking the mark. Well, moz him.
Grubby.
But he'd have to fly over to miss this, Forbes. He'll kick this right through the middle, I reckon, and he's done
that.
Just that. Maybe not quite through the middle, but it's a good goal.
So back to the middle. Grigg and Barton in the ruck contest. Grigg gets it down, rode by Pisano towards half forward. Holes find a run onto it. Popovsky worked his player past it. And there's Baseley, right foot kick this time. High, wide and not very handsome. Out of bounds on the... So Yo chips the ball. O'Donoghue chips the ball to Sean O'Neill. They haven't gained much there, but he's got possession. He goes towards Brent McLeod, takes the mark at half back. Goes with the right foot to the middle. Clark all over his head. Tapped away by Lima. Now Tobin. Numbers with Bellpost Hill. Handball back. There's the out always at the back of the pack. Kick towards Morland, who can take the mark. He can't. Under pressure from Brent McLeod. Grigg comes out. Just stood there like a mountain and gave it away to Morland. Chris Morland ran into him and he just said, well, who are you? And he comes out with the ball.
Get the Oregon out.
Comes close to the boundary line. Had him out
to the bump.
I want to see him and Justin Targo at it. That'll be fun. So a boundary throw in. Centre wing. Grigg gets it down to the side. Brent McLeod to run back at it. Coming at it, Baseley. Good tackle. Brent McLeod. Not going anywhere there, Caleb Baseley. And we'll have a ball up half forward.
You know, I love the way he does that. You know he can kick, you know he can mark, you know he can get the ball, but tackle, Jesus, good tackle.
It's great.
Ball up, Grigg taps it down towards McLeod. He gets it back again, Grigg. His kick was smothered, but it was okay for Hodgson. Little left foot kick along the line towards Jackson McLeod. Keeps presenting, and he's wrapped up this time. So, Bo McNamara has it at half forward. He kicks it long towards Tar. Yo, O'Neill from behind. And at the front, O'Neill. Tom, handball to Atkinson, wasn't ready for it, and his left foot kick, thankfully for him, I think was smart. The ruck contest here for the boundary throw-in if he's not careful.
Well, he is.
Yeah. Yo, Popovsky taps it in. Inboard is okay towards Baseley, picks it up, wheels around. Under pressure, held on to it for a long time. Got the key away. Popovsky, he gives the don't argue and has missed. Well, it's a free kick for the don't argue.
Yeah, I tell you what, they missed a couple of tackles there, Thomson. It almost cost them.
So the ball comes back to O'Donoghue. Handballs it away to Brent McLeod. Takes a bounce, draws a player, handballs it to Sean O'Neill. He runs towards defensive 50, now goes long to centre wing on the outer side. Sets Jared White a bit of a task. He has to run 40 metres. Symes chops it off, and they've got the numbers, the Panthers, across centre wing. He goes back in board, and it's okay. Sean Lewis takes the mark. Inside the centre square, going towards the southern end. He goes along the line towards half forward. Atkinson just backs himself and comes out. He's got some support too from Sean O'Neill. Can go back in board. The kick was smothered. Bellpost Hill with the numbers again around the contest. Right foot kick back to whence it came. O'Donoghue might be able to take the mark uncontested, and he can. 44 playing 39. Bellpost Hill. 5 points the better. Chip over the top. Terrible kick towards White. Chopped off again. He might be able to pick it up this time. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. The tackling's been a feature so far in the first half from both sides, and we'll have a ball up on the outer side. 55 out from Bellpost Hill's goal.
It's getting a bit scrappy, grubby.
It is, but it is a definite step up in class from last weekend's games.
Ball up. Sean O'Neill gets it down to the side of the pack. The Cloud's in there fighting hard for it. And the umpire lets it go. He might have to come in now. He edges the second term. Ball up. No, the ruckman get an effective tap. Tapped on again. And that came from Fletcher. Ball back towards Tobin. Tapped away by Hodgson defensively. Out of him. Boundary throw in. for Oakley and Symes. Oakley gets it down to the side. McKay off a step, kicks to half back, coming out White, did very nicely behind Urquhart and then gave it away after he took the mark and gave it to Brett McLeod. 3 bounces under pressure. Urquhart did very well.
Great play, Urquhart.
Great play because he lost the marking contest and then got it back and got the kick towards half forward, and good mark too by Baseley. Pretty strong, Caleb Baseley. Right half forward flank. Tar gives him a lead. He goes in that direction, the big fella. Oh, the push, and he got it away off the hands, coming through Whitney. Left footer, usually pretty good. Finished
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Kicks his second. Good roving at the front of the pack by Whitney.
By young Urquhart. We didn't think he'd catch him.
No.
Up it goes now. Symes back in the ruck. No one can get the tap out just the same as Tobin gets in harder, gets in under the ball and gives it to Lewis. Lewis goes towards centre half forward, possibly over the shoulder, possibly not. O'Neill gets the ball. He's tackled straight away, but he had no prior opportunity, and the umpire said he got one just a little bit high, and it wasn't him actually.
Scott.
It might have been Scott, I think, and Scott will take the resulting free kick. He's seen a couple of leaves, but I tell you what, there's Belpost Hill players there, whereas Moreland back on the ground, wobbles one up and towards the forward line, but O'Neill's there in defence. He goes for a little kick out. He's looking over for Mitchell, but it's Yeo who grabs it and gives it back over there now to Scott. Scott over to O'Neill again. They're playing around with it a little bit, but they're getting it out. But beautiful interception over there. Couldn't quite see who it was, but he's lured with Shawnee Lewis, and he puts it up towards Tara. Can't quite make it. Great spoil. In comes Holsfoon now. He can kick this goal, Holsfoon. And I tell you what, he's put it through, I think. And the right foot snapping Holsfoon, bringing himself into the game.
Creating a bit of havoc.
Symes up in ruck again and gets the tap out beautifully. Goes out to Holsfoon. No one can get it out now. It's punched back over his shoulder by Stephen McLeod to the Thomson advantage. But the Belpost Hill players are there in numbers, but it goes over the back. It's eluded him. A big shot for goal from a long, long way out. They're looking for Forbes. He's pushed away, and Addy done a fantastic job down there at the moment, even though Forbes has kicked a couple. And the ball gets knocked over right in front of the score, throws it in. No one gets the tap out. Bit of a push in the ruck, but it comes out now towards White. White picks it up. He's been tackled. He could have been dropping the ball, and the umpire does see it that way, and he decides to give a free kick. Out they come now, Belpost. Oh, they got players running everywhere. Can't quite pick that bloke up, Chase. That's Fantella it is in the white boots. I should have got that. Fantella puts a nice little chip in the middle, but it goes over the head. And out comes Thomson now. There's a lead on, and Warland takes the mark. No, he doesn't. He gets a free kick.
No free kick there, Grubby.
Well, maybe not, but the new rule, I guess, is chop the arms, and he may well have chopped the arms. Warland now looks for further afield for Forbes. Forbes can't quite get it because the siren's beaten him, and they'll go in at half-time with Belpost Hill 8-8-56. Thomson 6-3-39 on the Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard.